Hi, and welcome to Bonita's Kitchen, and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to share with you today a viewer's recipe for potato dumplings. And he had said to me that he wanted to share something from their kitchen, from his Polish kitchen, and it's a Polish style potato dumplings, and of course absolutely delicious. I'll give you other tips on ways that you can kind of put it together or work with it during that I'll explain to you. But if this interests you and you like to know how to make them, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's kitchen, his kitchen, to yours.
We love sharing other people's recipes of our own, and of course some of our traditional, or a lot of our traditional recipes. But this one got similarities of our recipe here in Newfoundland and Labrador, because we like making our adobos, we call them, and of course they go in soups and stews and such. And of course we like making our potato patties or potato
Little dumplings.
Little dumplings, yes. I'll get it, Raymond. You know.
I know you.
You're helping. You always help me when I'm stuttering on my words. But this one today, we just made recently for our family, and they loved them. And of course my mom, the biggest critic of all, she was like, these would be nice in my pea soup. So of course, lucky for me, I had some pea soup in the fridge bottled, and I gave her that with these, and she loved them. So 2 thumbs up from my mom on this recipe. Now let's start putting it together and show you how to make them. So what we're going to start with first is a cup of mashed potatoes. Now this is leftover mashed potatoes, because that was one of the tips that our viewer gave us. It said if you want to look for something to use your mashed potatoes, this is a delicious recipe. So 1 cup, and that's at room temperature of course, and I got a cup and a quarter of flour. I'm only going to be putting a cup in there because I want a quarter of it for mixing it together or blending it together when we go to I guess roll it out and do all that magic with it. 1 large egg. I'm going to crack it into air first and then toss it into my blender. Now I'm going to mix this around to make a dough. Now, pretty much that's all you need to do there, is mix it until it's got this consistency. And now I'm going to take it out of the bowl, put it out onto my butcher board. So what I'm going to do first is dust my board with some of that flour that I left over. Take all of it out. And now we're going to work it with our N on the board. Pretty much, I mean, this is nice, is not sticky or anything, but roll it out onto your board, getting some of that flour on there. And if it is sticky, just work some more flour in with it while you're mixing. Now you can mix this by hand, or you can do it in your mixer. It doesn't matter, whatever works for you. So we're going to cut it now into 4 portions, and with those portions we're going to roll it out then about the size of a sausage. So after you've done that, and you can have it whatever size you want, but the cutting of it, our viewer said about 1/2 inch little pieces, and like you said, you can have it this size or even thinner if you want it, and then just take your cutter and cut it into 1/2 inch pieces like this. And it makes about, this batch makes about 50 of these little potato dumplings. And of course, if you don't want to eat them all in one serving, which you know, it's kind of easy to do if you're feeding a family.
I was going to say, like, you know, with a good drop of soup or anything like that, you're probably going to have about 10 of them. down in your soaking in your pea soup.
Oh, you would, and you know what? There's so many ways you can serve it, and you had them the other morning for your breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah.
You you had it with egg, and you rewarmed them in the air fryer. Like
Yeah.
it was
Good
nice
old-
that
yeah.
way.
Good old sunny side up egg and a good old homemade bread toast. And a few old dumplings on the side, sure. Made in the shade.
You are a little bit spoiled, Raymond. You certainly are. So I'm just going to continue doing these, cutting them, and then we'll show you what the next step is. Now, of course, our viewers said that it makes about 50. I must have it a little bit smaller than these, and I got 61. But again, whatever way if you want it a little bit bigger than these were perfect for us. So, I mean, again, you could use your discretion on that. I'm going to pop all of these in here now in this bowl, and we're going to take it over to our stovetop and blanch them a little into some real good and salty water. So I'm going to be putting in about a teaspoonful, half a teaspoonful to a teaspoonful of salt, sea salt, into my water, and we're going to give these a little blanching. So we got our water boiling. We're going to be tossing in there the salt, and like I'm putting in between a half a teaspoonful to a teaspoonful to do those, to boil those dumplings, and then just pop in there in the water and let them boil for about 8 minutes, and then we'll take it out. We're not going to put them all in together. I'll just put a few of them in there, and then we'll alternate, and then I'll show you what they look like and what we need to do next. So after about 8 minutes or so, on a rapid boil like this, you want that dough to cook. This is what it'll look like if it's this size you're making. You just take it out and put it into a bowl. And then we're going to kick it up a notch by putting in there some melted butter over those cooked potato dumplings. Of course, Raymond is behind the camera there. Look, you could probably hear him breathing because he's panting there, thinking about digging into these delicious little potato dumplings. So I'm going to show.
I don't like them.
You don't.
When there's not enough.
You don't know, of course. Yes. Raymond, can you see those dumplings there? Yes.
Oh, you better
plain
believe
and
it.
clean. So I'm going to pour about, I'm going to say, a tablespoonful to a quarter of a cup of butter or margarine over it, just to coat them like this. Now I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with them. So of course, after you've coated them with delicious butter like that, this is all you need to do there. You can let them come to room temperature, put them in little serving bags, freeze them, vacuum seal them, to wait till you're ready to use them. So you can make a whole bunch of these and have them ready for your special occasion. Or you can get right in there and, I got one going in there without even ready.
That's the one I'm sitting down to.
You're waiting for that one. Or you can have some that's fried, just regular, and a little bit of pepper and such over it, seasonings of your choice. Or you can put some Italian seasoning. I don't have no Italian seasoning, so I'm just using a shake and bake. You could use whatever kind, or you can use just breadcrumbs, just to coat them like this. That's why I said I'll give you my little twist on it, because I'm all about let's use what's in your kitchen so you don't have to go out and buy anything. If you're using leftover mashed potato, you certainly don't want to be going out and have to buy a whole bunch of things. So pretty much now what we're doing there is letting this fry golden brown on each side. So I think you're getting what I'm
And like
putting
you
out
said
here.
there then, like, you know, save the buck when you can, like, you know, there's no need of going out if you got something there you can substitute.
Something you can substitute. So you can stale breadcrumbs seasoned up well with your favorite seasonings, a shake and bake, or of course our viewer's specialty, which was the Italian breadcrumbs, and they are delicious. I love them. I love when I coat my meatballs in it, make it for spaghetti, all sorts of things. So let's fry them I'm going to fry up some of these, and I'm going to show you how I like to serve them.
And I'm going to show you
How you like to eat
how
them?
you like to eat them.
Oh my gosh, Raymond, you're special. So pretty much you're just going to fry until there's a nice golden brown like this, of course, or whichever way you enjoy having them, of course. But that's the way you should do them and make it that nice taste. And then what we're going to do now is toss in there some of these plain potato dumplings and let them just have a nice golden brown, the same as them. And
So you more or less got an option.
you got an option, or your favorite seasonings. I'm just going to put a bit of pepper over these and let them cook the same golden brown. And then I'm going to show you how I like to plate them up. Yum. Now just look how delicious looking these look. Nice golden brown again, and just absolutely delicious. And I did manage to keep Raymond's fingers off of them. So pretty much.
No, my biggest problem now is like I'm going to have to
pick which one you want.
Yeah, like
I think you're going to have
test
both.
and taste.
You're going to have both, Raymond, I'm sure. We're going to toss these with that butter in there. Now I'm going to take it back to my counter and let's scoop it up. Yum. Now just look at this. Oh my gosh, we can't thank our viewer enough. We so appreciate when we receive recipes that our viewers enjoy making, and sometimes recipes that we've made and you guys have put a little spin on it of your own. We love it. Please continue doing that.
And also, Bonita, don't forget, if you get photos that you'd like to send to your Bonita's Kitchen, we put them on once a month pretty well.
Yeah, photos of recipes that you've made throughout the years of Bonita's, from Bonita's Kitchen, and we certainly would appreciate a picture telling us what you think of it. I'll leave that one there. That'll be already dipped. So
It's going to be a dipping dumpling.
well, these here is exactly that, Raymond. Those over here, I got a little dipping sauce with some vegetables there to have with, you know, an appetizer, and this one just a little drizzle of some quick gravy, some chicken and dumplings, and of course our viewer had said freeze them when they come to room temperature, just after you boil them and drench them in butter, put them in a baggie or vacuum seal it and freeze it for another time. So these here I'll keep from Raymond.
No, I had this thought there then, like, you know, going out to your favorite restaurant, I'm going to
Yes.
look at the menu and say, can I have some dipping dumplings?
Okay, Raymond. Okay, Raymond.
Well,
Yes,
it's just,
we know.
It's a good thing for a menu.
You're just waiting. You're just waiting to have some of this. So this is it. It's as good as it gets. Thank you again to our viewer for sharing his recipe with us. Now I'm going to have a little taste. I can't wait to have a little taste of this. Of course, again, we're giving it 2 thumbs up. My mom gave him 2 thumbs up. And it just reminds us of our own traditional recipes that we put together from scratch, leftovers. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have a little taste. Dipped in that sauce. I'm sure the gravy is going to be just as good. Drop the toothpick, delicious.
I thought you was going to say drop the dumpling.
No, I don't want to drop the dumpling. Oh, I can see us having a feast today. We'll freeze that little bag there. I'll give it to Mom because I know she'd like to have some more. Again, 2 thumbs up by us. We'll leave the recipe in under our video here. We'll also, again, you change it up the way you like to do it, but again, the way our viewers showed us is definitely a favorite in our home as well. So don't forget, just click the link, the recipe will pop down. If you can't find it there, send me a message at bonitakitchen@gmail.com. You can visit our website where I share a slideshow of pictures of each step of how to make this today and all of our recipes to date. And that's at www.bonitaskitchen.com. And as well, visit us on our Facebook page, like Raymond was saying. Send us a message, comment, share. We would love to just get an interaction with you guys, telling us how you are enjoying Bonita's Kitchen. So of course I got to have another one to go on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team. And of course from our kitchen to yours. Thank you for joining us, and thank the viewer for sharing his recipe. You have a wonderful day.
Join us by the sea. Our journey in culinary. Always on the door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.
And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.